Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Virgo for July 2024. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. And Virgo, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, most of all for showing up. Virgo, I've been getting mini messages. Cleaning the deck. Cards are showing themselves for deep love, a commitment to deep love. And that sense of feeling, exactly that, the feeling. That's what I'm getting. It's being open. It's being caring. It's wanting the truth. It's being approached with the truth. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone wants to come and tell you exactly what you know you want to hear. There is a burden that needs to be put down. And when I do this reading on the 21st, the full moon is not up yet when I am actually placing the cards. It's coming up. Again, there you are, Virgo. Put down the burden. Relax. Let it go, whatever it is. The truth that you're looking for is going to come. But you got to not hunt it down. Just let it come to you. Oh. See? Peaceful thinking will heal. See, we have the healing here. For stability, divine timing, being open will give you your satisfaction. It's coming. It's coming. I can't shuffle my cards this morning. Virgo. It's early in the morning again when I do this reading. Still have a couple more readings to do to be completing the July session. I'm using that 6-card spread that I started early July for the masculine energy, feminine energy, and how they commingle. Feels like it's going to be a good reading for you because when I did cut the deck during cleaning, I did get the Knight of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So definitely someone's coming to tell you the truth that you know you want to hear. And they're bringing in a lot of love with it. Because I saw this guy too, this King of Cups, with the Ace of Cups. So it's being true to opening up and having that deep sense of love. And here we go, the Queen of Swords is back again. That king wants to be honest. That knight is changing from a knight to a king and eventually will become the emperor if they're not already there for some of you. So the 6-card spread is based on masculine and feminine energies and how they mix. And I did change the oracle cards. I'm using the Ancient Stone Oracle for masculine energy, and I'm using the Moonology for the feminine energy, which seems to be working out very well as far as I see it. Make sure the cards fit. So the third card here is the second card here of the masculine energy is the friction that you're both going through. The third card is how to resolve this friction, and the fourth card is the first card of the feminine energy, which is the unconscious, whereas the first card is the conscious state of things and how you work off of each other, or your energy works off of each other. If you're not in communication, if you're trying to get into communication, if you're hoping for communication, if you're going away or you're thinking about going away or wanting to come back. I mean, it's many scenarios play out here in this energy. And here we have the pivot of change, where what goes on here and here will bring this change. And then the sixth card is the outcome of this read, and of course it's potential. It's really a free will of where you go from what you hear with this reading, and not what I say is written in stone. It is liable to change. And of course, bottom of the deck here, starting off with the cups. So we know this is an emotional reckoning for you, Virgo, whether you're masculine or feminine. You're going through a stage of change, regardless of the type of relationship that you're in, or if you're even looking into a relationship at all. You're going through that change, and on a personal level as well as on a level with another. And here you're really wanting more out of what you've experienced. So you're looking at the experiences that you've had, and you're thinking, I want to experience more. I want in depth. I need more, is what you're thinking. That you need to move on, or you need to come back to something, or you really want more out of the relationships relationships in general. Not that you want more out of what you had. You know what you got, and from that point you're thinking, I want more. Here we have the Two of Swords coming in with the Six of Swords. So right there we have that feeling of, I'm not too sure I want to get into this. I'm not sure if I want to go back to that. And again, this is both masculine and feminine that will either feel it, or both of you will feel it, depending on the situation that you're in. You want to know more about something before you can make that step forward, or change your mind and go in a different direction altogether. Either way, you're looking to make peace, or someone wants to make peace. If it is that you are holding back, the next person is wanting to come forward. If it is that you yourself want to move forward, you're holding back because you're not too sure if you have all the information. Here we have that Six of Cups. So again, double sixes. So we're looking at reflecting. We're reflecting on what we either have hidden within us as secrets go, or we're reflecting on what has happened in past relationships, and we're thinking, I was in it for the love, or I wanted to be in it for the love, or they were in it for the love, etc. It's vice versa here, right? It's a question of putting yourself in perspective. But you see, we have a lot of the sun shining here, and this is the clarity. This is understanding. This is opening up and recognizing that there is love and that you have it in you. This is why you're looking for more. Now, I'm talking to either or both the masculine and feminine energies, depending on who's viewing this and who you're thinking of, okay? A starting over, or a fresh start, or a conversation concerning the love that you have or that they have. That is what needs to be spoken, or that is what is coming with that Knight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. And here we have our King of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, and our Princess of Wands with our Four of Wands. So we're being very serious about starting up something, and we're not going into it unless there is love attached. And here we see that we have that patience, we have that connection to spirit. We know it because we are responsible. We're stepping up. Again, the King of Pentacles is the twin of the Emperor. So if it is that you're dealing with another earth sign, or if this is you, Virgo, where you have grown and changed, where you say, I want more, and you're holding back because you're not sure that the next person is in it for the love. You're thinking about how to start up that conversation to find out more. You're being patient, and the princess here is where the plans are starting to germinate and wanting to step forward. That sense of, I want more, I want to talk. See, we have Two of Wands when we put these two together here. So you, Virgo, if not you, then masculine energy, if you're not the masculine energy, is really thinking hard about going forward with a proposal, because you're feeling ready, but you're waiting because you need to know more, and you want confirmation from somewhere. To have that, to feel that the conversation will lead to a commitment of a higher level, because that's what you know you want. To get away from confusion and make a real choice in knowing that there is choice, knowing that you can choose to be in a solid, equal, give and take relationship. Take away confusion. Have that plan to be emotional. It's like taking that step slowly to build up that love, and being emotional and being honest, and taking the direction to the truth, giving the next person that opportunity to be open and honest and come with their truth. Slowly working through confusion. It's a healing process, so we can stand in our integrity, and there it is for the Hermit. Okay, so again, it's a healing process, moving slowly, giving the next person their time, their space, and you yourself reflecting off of what it is you really want. If you want to move on, if you want to come back, going into your relationships, thinking about how things were and where you want to go, and the right timing to either speak or move on. Because either way, you want peace, and you want peace with love, and you want to talk about that love and making that peace, and you're ready. Or the next person, depending on masculine or feminine energy, they're ready. They're waiting for the right moment, if not you. So the first card is our masculine energy, and here we have the magician, the manifestation, and they're manifesting, they have been manifesting, or you, if not been the feminine, is manifesting, feeling that you're ready, again with our King of Pentacles, wanting to have that conversation, a brand new start because of love, making peace, again using the right moment, waiting for the right moment to make that proposal. Masculine energy is got everything that they need to make the first step, because they want their happiness, and this is what they've always wanted. And I say he, masculine energy, whether you are male or female is irrelevant. The energy in itself is a male strength. It is that desire for love. It is to have their happiness, knowing what they want as happiness. Seems to be there was a misinterpretation or misunderstanding, or something has to come to an end in order to start something new. And here we see that the only way to get to this happiness is to go through the suffering, to go through the anxiety, to face it at least, and to speak about it, and to think that the resolution is in going over all of what has taken place for happiness, the suffering that the masculine has been made to go through for true love or for happiness. You see, again, we're looking at all of the relationships, experiences, the concern for others to be happy is where we see our 10 swords because we have one on the table with the 9, bringing it to an end, bringing something to an end in order to start something new, because this turns into an ace, like we saw earlier when I was cleaning up or shuffling the deck. I saw the cup with our King of Cups, and here we have the Queen of Cups going in to heal and bring in that offer. See, there she is. There's your Virgo. For the lady, for the King of Pentacles and the lady it's as if we're looking at the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Cups is all of that emotion that is coming with that love that needs to be closed off, or I'm saying closed off, that whatever happiness is to be had, somewhere there is another relationship that is blocking, because having more than one solid relationship, which is impossible to have, because at some point you have to divide your time and you have to share, and then it's going to become imbalanced because one is going to want when another one wants at the same time, and you cannot split yourself in two. So closing off of another relationship, creating anxiety, is where it went wrong for the masculine and the feminine. As if to say there was already a relationship going on and then another one started up. And that is where there's an imbalance, and the experiences of imbalance and suffering within relationships is where that reckoning needs to happen, that this is something that does happen, either with the masculine or with the feminine, but it is the masculine that is going through this. So the masculine energy is where there was a relationship that was already in progress, and they started up another one with Virgo, or with the feminine, because this is definitely masculine. And that is where trouble came in, to bring in that reckoning of, wait a second, I've gone through so much. This is masculine energy, thinking and being in the suffering mode. It's the masculine. Because of romantic relationships, because of being deeply involved in another relationship and then starting up a relationship with the feminine, who is now not in communication, and this is why there is anxiety, that the masculine is feeling they may or may not be able to come back to this feminine. Again, 8 of Cups. Virgo, you may be wanting to leave. Now, I'm not saying that this masculine is not a Virgo. It could be. I mean, you know who you are and you know who you're dealing with. Take it as it resonates. Somebody is nervous in general between the two of you, maybe both of you are, on will they come back to me? Will they leave? This is where we have the uncertainty. Here we have that anxiety, stress. What's going on? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I try? Should I talk to my feminine? Yes, of course you should. That's why they or you are manifesting. Let's see the feminine. See, this is consciously going on, and this is thinking about, I need to fix this. I need to be in a real relationship. I want my happiness. How am I going to get my happiness? They see you as your satisfaction, as their satisfaction. You see them as your satisfaction. If you are feminine looking into this, you're looking for satisfaction. This is what's coming up, and this is underneath, this is underlying, this is unconscious coming into the conscious. So masculine is calling it up, wanting to be satisfied with their queen or with their feminine energy. And here the feminine energy is wanting to give and bring satisfaction and being honest with it. Again, the Queen of Swords so represents the feminine energy, and the Knight of Swords so represents the masculine energy. If you're dealing with an air sign on either or, if you're a masculine Virgo or feminine Virgo, they are looking for that truth, either or. Both of you want to speak about how you feel. It's to recognize that in all of the confusion that you had, there's still love there. There's still love there. And the wanting of more, wanting to find that 10 cups, that I want the love, I want the true love, being clear and honest with it. Again, we see that with the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, sorry, the Six of Swords and the Ace of Wands, with the sunlight shining down here. And then the King of Pentacles really wanting to be honest and speak about what it is that they really want. Again, the manifestation is coming from that masculine energy, that King of Pentacles for the lady, because he holds her in high regard, and he wants to reach up to that queen and get satisfaction with this particular feminine. And the outcome here is where it's uncertain, but then we're in a full moon this evening on the 21st, and that's where you're being tested. What is it that you really want? And this is the anxiety that's pushing against the sitting on the fence bit here, wanting to barter a new deal or thinking it over. And I'm not sure, should I approach, shouldn't I? They're not going to want me. Are they going to want me? Well, I'm telling you here, masculine or feminine, or both of you, in fact, that you do have something together. It's a question of patience, giving each other some time, and having that truth come forward, being able to speak. And then we have our fear, facing the fear with that full moon, and knowing that there is love between you, and being able to take that step forward. Masculine energy is doing the work. Masculine energy is coming to make a proposal, to take away the confusion, because that sense of structure, that following what is true, values, knowing what you really want because of what you know you had. All that sacrifice, yes. Sacrificing of the self and giving away when you should be taken for you on both sides is where all this anxiety is coming in. Knowing that you want more out of your relationships is because you've been put through. Remember, we saw the ten of Wands earlier when I was doing the shuffle, putting down the burden. Well, this is the 9 swords here, showing with the 10th sword that you can put down the burden, and that what you really know you want, once you make your mind up, which is what the masculine is doing, it's going to bring in the shift and changes to be totally open and honest with each other about what you really love and who you really love, who you want to be with, because you're both looking for satisfaction. The feminine energy is feeling that satisfaction coming up, and will be satisfied when the truth is put out on the table and the masculine energy takes that step forward to speak that truth and have that deliberation go on, where you both come to realize that you have satisfaction with each other because you're open to telling it. And here's where you decide to come back. Or if the truth in itself says, no, this is not what I want because of all of the suffering that we've been through. It's just too much. I don't want. At least the truth will be out and you can go off in peace to find that love and have that new beginning. With the King of Pentacles, the match for the Queen, if it is not the masculine or the feminine, depending on your situation that you're dealing with, at least having it out, having that truth come, will bring a decision, will bring that deliberation to an end. Let's take an oracle for the masculine energy. See where this is going. And I'm using the Ancient Stones Oracle for the masculine. Spirit, I thank you for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the oracle message for the masculine energy? Have the records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Going after legacy. Yes, we have to know why we're here. And we have to figure it out through experiences, through relationships. And when you feel like you fit with someone, well, that's when you need to go and explore that. And if you don't feel like you fit with someone, well, you got to be honest with yourself and the next person in order to move on. Just want to do one more shuffle. Masculine energy. We got to remember what we want out of relationships and how we go about getting that, what we want. We have to really pay attention to the values attached to the communication, the experience, the time that we spend. That's what makes a relationship worthy, yeah? Oh, I have a moon card in here. Let's take it out. Mix in the masculine and the feminine oracles. What's the energy? Oh, the stone goddess. There, you see? The masculine is thinking about the feminine, not forgotten. Messages from spirit and broken connection. So there, again, being connected, that manifestation, wanting to be there, wanting to be in a relationship. Stone goddess, unwavering love and support, maternal line. Yeah, thinking about their feminine. Alright, let's take a read on that. This is the first time I see this card. Stone goddess, stone goddess. And 32. There. Throughout history, humanity has worshipped goddesses. Some of the earliest artifacts ever found are small stone statuettes that appear to celebrate motherhood, fertility, and the female body. The most ancient of these stone figures is featured on this card known as the Venus of Willendorf. She is believed to be up to 30,000 years old and may represent the mother goddess. One of the most universal forms of the goddess is she as the great mother of us all, a maternal figure we can turn to for unconditional love, holding and support. She has provided deep assurance, love, and comfort to humanity for millennia. The Stone Goddess card comes with a message of the deepest support and unconditional love. She may appear for you at the difficult time of healing, trial, initiation, and change. She may also come to you when you're focused on healing wounds in your female ancestral line, which seems to be one that we cannot bypass once on a healing path. We're living in a time of great change, and those who came before us may have contributed to both our wandering and our healing. Our wounding and our healing. Call upon the ancient stones, goddess, to assist you in your healing and in a surrendering to a whole new level of support. You see, manifesting that love, that is where the masculine energy is doing his turnaround to come away from his suffering. He had to go in and see everything that he did or was done between him and her, and you know what I mean, the next person, not what you suffered, the pain, the anxiety, the nervousness, that sense of I want to be with my queen, and this is all the reasons why. To bring in that satisfaction. The feminine energy is aware of that. And here is where our masculine energy is paying tribute through his suffering, through whatever it is that he's gone through, to show, or not just to show the feminine, but it is a part of that, being that they can sacrifice something of themselves because they want that love from the feminine, because that's why they're doing it, because they want to reconnect. They haven't lost the connection, they want to reinforce that connection, and being honest with what they feel is where this comes in. It's difficult, it's deep. This is going deep within, because this is not just, okay, I'm worried about something. This is deep, painful suffering of anxiety. And if you've ever experienced anxiety, you will know what I mean. It's not easy. You have to talk yourself out of anxiety, or talk to someone who can talk you out of that pain. But this is where the focus is on wanting to be honest with the queen, to take away that anxiety, and wanting to reflect on the relationships that they have gone through on both sides, not just the masculine, feminine too. You're cleaning up. You're cleaning up what you call values in relationships, so that you could come now and have this true love and being honest about it. That's where the stone goddess comes in, is to bring in that truth about how you feel about the next person. All right, let's take an oracle for the feminine energy. What is the Virgo? I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, and most of all for sharing. When it comes down to feeling connected to the next person and thinking that they may benefit from listening to particular clips, it's always best to pass it on, because you're shaking up the energy too when you do that, and that's really appreciated, to bring in good energy, to bring in energy, difference, make a difference. Let's do one quick shuffle here. What is the oracle message for the feminine? Feminine energy. Thank you, Spirit. So Moonology cards. Being that we're in full moon this evening, doing this reading early in the morning. Just do one more. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like I need to. Let's cut. Moonology cards. Oh, it's in reverse. We have first quarter moon in Libra. So again, beginning with that truthful honesty. Keep your heart open, but it is in the reverse. full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Okay, so feminine energy is being put through the ringer here, feeling that they need to have that satisfaction, coming with justice. Again, the Queen of Swords there, keeping your heart open. It's not easy. She's in the reverse here, so it's a question of really getting through whatever it is that the situation was really tough, because that suffering, see, she's being hard here. Queen of Swords, she needs the truth. And it's not that because it's in reverse that the heart is closed. It's a question of, no, you need to feel. You need to, when we say you need to burn to learn, well, it works on both sides. Again, this thinking about relationships in a logical way rather than in a romantic way. What is good for me? Just because you tell me you love me doesn't mean that we are together, that I should say yes. Breathing through the tension. Sorry. It's a bit tough here for the feminine. Feminine energy is probably taking on that King of Pentacles role, where they have to feel the strength of no, because they've been saying yes too much and they've been taken advantage of. Again, looking into the relationships in the past, the experiences of being that open, caring, loving person, and now all of a sudden, Virgo, you have to temper yourself because you've been hurt. Again, this indecision is not just I don't know, it's I need to think about why and what I've been through before I can come back and say yes. It's going to be a tough one for both masculine and feminine. Again, this anxiety, I said, is not here for nothing. This is what will be the way to heal this, to get this. You have to go through suffering. It doesn't come easy. The good relationships have to be difficult to begin with in order to really feel the love. So the harshness here, let's see, the first quarter moon is the beginning, the beginning, and then we have the full moon in Scorpio. So it's a difficult process. The first quarter moon is in reverse, coming into this full moon, which is toward the end where we are now. The fruition is breathing through the tension, so it will ease at the end eventually. We're coming around. So the first quarter moon. First quarter moon in Libra. Are you too attached to someone, or perhaps to your current goal? It's a wonderful thing to care deeply. However, if you start to smother the person or situation you love, you could run into trouble. Work with others as you move towards your goals, but don't become so dependent that you give away your power. Keep your heart open. This card can also suggest that it's time to negotiate something, and the way to manifest your goals now could be to come up with a solution that pleases everyone. You see where it says, are you too attached? Being in the reverse, she's not so attached. She's letting it go. She is willing to find her satisfaction and wait for it. This is why there's that Queen of Swords, waiting for the truth to come. knowing that she's done her part. She's satisfied with what she's done. Now she's waiting for the masculine to do his part, which is exactly what's going on here. If we are looking for confirmation from this reading, the answer is a yes, in the sense where you feminine, you know your stand, you know where you stand, and you stand in it, your truth, and you're expecting it, and you're going to get it. The masculine is working his magic to come into bringing that truth, because the pivot of change is about the clarity here. And when the sun shows up in a reading, it does bring that. It brings the joy, it brings the happiness, but not before there is suffering, not before there is a painful experience. And we see that here, that is what has taken place, because, it's in process of going through the anxiety of, will she take me back? Well, again, I can't say yes and no, but the free will is there, and if it is that our feminine has our heart being open with a grain of salt attached to it, because that's why it's reversed. She's, you know what? I'm not holding on. I'm not addicted. I'm not exactly that. I'm detached. I'm available. But if you don't tell me what I know I need to hear, I'm not going to stick around. Here's your 8 of Cups. Masculine is working on what needs to be said. And then, of course, the breathe through the tension is that feminine energy will hear what she needs to hear, provided the masculine energy goes through with the process and does the manifestation with the proper intention to bring the truth forward. On that note, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Virgo, until our next read, love and light.